guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Nothing up yesterday. I had some laptop issues, but here we are today. Let's get right to it. Miserable rainy day outside. Did touch the bike, 310 swings, and here I am. Let's see what we got. You saw the thumbnail. We have sort of a morbid pall over the whole thing. It's David Sanborn. Past. It's not a trumpet player per se, but I think all of you know where I'm going with this, and we'll take it from there. Let me honk a little bit, see what we got. Compression! Anyway, that's another thing, guys. I have two, not one, but two of the finest female singers in Europe. Classical singers. Not going to name the names. When people come to me, guys, they come to me with issues, problems, and I can't have it all over the internet. Well, I fixed up Whitney Houston, and I can't do that. Mum's the word. I wouldn't want anybody doing that to me. But anyway, and guys, I can fix up a singer in 5 minutes. We don't need a mouthpiece. We don't need the tongue through the teeth. I can just fix her up. My father was a singer, and I had some lessons. I did a little crooning back in my day. Night and day. Anyway, so David Sanborn. Now, guys, I'm sure David Sanborn was a fine man. I'm going to get to it in a minute. I didn't know him. I was on the periphery of the scene that he was smack dab in the middle of for a long time. Okay? But here's my message, guys. True Power Trumpet Fitness. Guys, the trumpet's 50%. The fitness is another 50%. Guys, you're not going to win. You're not going to win unless you take care of business. Guys, you can't beat this sordid lifestyle. You just can't. And, you know, if Sanborn cleaned up and lived a healthy life, then the joke's on me. But here's the deal, and I want you to take something to the bank. To the bank. Okay? He died at 73. This contraption that we have about it. Okay, so he was diagnosed with cancer in 2018. You do the math. So he was about 66, 67 when he was diagnosed. Okay? This contraption, and this is backed up by science. Anybody who wants to disagree with me, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? This contraption we call a body. The muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the skin, the bones, the hair, the fingernails. It's set up to last 125 years, at least. At least. Now, I'm going to make it to 125 years. For him to be diagnosed at 66, you do the math. Guys, that's his midlife. Half his life, it's just out the window. Okay? Now, put him aside. As I said, I'm going to hear in a minute, I don't know what his lifestyle was. Okay? But here's the deal. Back in the day, I worked for an enormous jingle house. It was called North 40 Productions. The owner, CEO, writer, arranger, the whole nine yards, a very, very talented guy named Jim Todd, okay, who was a good friend of the family, okay? Threw me a lot of stuff and top stuff. Dawn detergent. I mean, we can go right down the list, okay? Sanborn worked for him too. okay? And I was on several dates with Sanborn. Now, and the Breckers, and Lou Marini, and Jim Hines, and Lou Soloff, Alan Rubin. We can go right down the list. Now, I was not pals with these guys. Quite frankly, I was on the periphery, okay? And I'm not even sure if I was even ever introduced to David Sanborn, okay? So let's just go on. He doesn't know who I am. Let's go with that premise. But I'm here to tell you that scene was revolting. That scene was revolting. Mountains of cocaine on every single playing date, every single Broadway show. Couldn't wait to run out of the pit at intermission. Now me, I'm just sitting there. I want to go home, get a good night's sleep, wake up the next morning, and go for a 10-mile run and get my practicing in. I was not part of that. I was like a fish out of water, and that is one of the main reasons, not all of it, there's more to it, that the playing situation was not for me. I found a home in teaching that I just loved, and I'm glad it happened. But anyway, the point is, guys, he died at 73, David Sanborn. Now, I'm not sure how much ensconced he was in that lifestyle, okay? I'm just using it as a hypothetical. But guys, every single one of those guys is either dead in their 70s, or if they are alive, they're playing, whether it be saxophone, trumpet, trombone, whatever, is so unbelievably compromised because they are physical wrecks. Now, you can get away with it easier with saxophone because the reed is what makes the sound. We are the instrument, okay? It's a little different from us. You heard Maynard in his final days. It was pitiful. All right? Now listen, guys. You're not going to win that. You're not going to win. You have to take care of yourself. And if you are not subscribed, and I don't care if you subscribe or not. I don't care. But if you are not subscribed to my health and fitness channel, you're missing the point. Guys, when I talk about athlete, I'm doing a video on Luka Doncic today. Okay? When I talk about pitchers, when I talk about basketball players, when I talk about runners, guys, it's the same thing. I might as well just substitute runners for trumpet players. It's the same thing. A runner, their body is their instrument. We are the instrument. Singers, fix them up like that. Anyway, guys, and if you are dissipating like Maynard, like Frank Sinatra, like Dino, guys, you are, number one, scratching the surface of your ability. Number two, it's going to end ugly. You don't think Maynard could have lasted longer and been an even better trumpet player if he was in shape? How about Maurice Andre? You don't think he'd still be with us and killing it in his 90s? Doc did. He found out later in life what the deal was. They all could be here. Well, Harry'd be gone. I don't know the exact, Mel Broyles had a stroke. Guys, you're not going to win. Phil Smith, 3 hernias and dystonia of the lip. He's not healthy. He's at least 75 pounds overweight. That's the theme. You are not going to win. My heart goes out to David Sanborn and his family and his friends and all that sort of stuff. God bless all of you in your time of need. God, blah, blah, blah. But guys, my point is, he should still be with us, and he should have still been with us for another 50 years. 73, madame, that's a baby. That's midlife. That's midlife. All right? Enough said. We'll talk again tomorrow. We'll talk about tongue through the teeth. Love you all.